guys, it's Amy with A to Z Stamping, and today I'm going to show you this sweet little treat box that is so easy to make. All you need is a piece of designer series paper, and I call them, I don't know, they kind of like triangles, but I'll show you guys how to make them first and then we can talk about it. So all you need is some designer series paper. I'm using a piece here. This is Tranquil Tide and Whisper White from the Fresh Florals designer series paper. Let's see, this side looks like this, and the Fresh Florals comes in all 5 of the 2017 to 2019 in colors. So anyway, this one's Tranquil Tide, but it doesn't really matter what designer series paper you use. Use anything you like. If you're doing a birthday treat, use birthday paper. If you're doing a Valentine's treat, Valentine paper, Halloween paper for Halloween, etc. So your piece of designer series paper needs to be cut at 6.5 by 4.5. So I'm just going to grab my trimmer here real quick, and let's see. Cut this 6.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to do 4.5 first, and then flip it around and do 6.5. All right, and these two I can put back in. Move my trimmer out of the way. I keep all of my designer series paper in our big envelopes like this, and I label them. So this is the Fresh Floral, and all my scraps go right in here. Sometimes I also keep, let me see if I have it in here. Sometimes I also keep, I do, the coordinating cardstock in. Just makes it quick and easy when I want to grab stuff out. But always keep all your scraps, any size. See, I have a little tiny piece in here. I keep all of it because you never know when you're going to need it. All right, so set that aside. All right, the next thing you want to do is do your adhesive. So flip it over. So the part that's facing outside is now going to be facing down. And I'm actually going to use my tear and tape today. I don't show this very often in videos, but tear and tape is a great option for adhesive, especially on boxes or things like that. And so I thought I'd show you guys today. It works especially well if you just need long strips of it. And the tear and tape, let's see, how many yards? You get 27 yards. So it lasts quite a long time. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put adhesive. So whether you're using fast fuse or tear and tape, you want to put adhesive along this end and this end. So with the tear and tape, you would just line it up on there, get as close to the edge as you can. Okay, and press that down, and it just tears really easily. And then I'm going to put a piece along this side. Okay. And that is it. All right. Okay, I like to give it a good press, and then go ahead and peel the top layer off. Should come off pretty easily. There we go. So see, the adhesive is still on there. Let me grab this one. All right, so the next thing we want to do is the short end. We want to match that up to this end. So very carefully, so be careful because this end, remember, now is sticky. I'm just going to barely line this up and line it. Oh, let's see if I can do this here. Line it up, overlapping just a bit, and then press it together. I call this is like the toilet paper roll. So first we want to make our little toilet paper roll. Then now with our sticky end, now this part's sticky, we're going to press this end together. But I think it looks nicer and it works better if you don't keep your seam right in the center. Kind of offset your seam a little bit. And now press this end together. And press, all right? So now you have something that looks like this. Then, instead of closing this end, remember there's no adhesive on this end. Instead of pressing it even, we're going to turn it and do the opposite way. So it's going to go this way. And just kind of press it and get a little bit of a... There we go. So this is what our treat box is going to look like. Isn't that cute? See how it's kind of like a little triangle? These remind me, did you ever have those pops? Were they popsicles or were they frozen yogurt? I remember, but there was an ice cream treat that came like this. I remember as a kid. I don't remember what those are called now. Okay, so at this point you want to grab your hole punch. It doesn't matter what you use. I'm going to grab my 1/8 inch hole punch. But if you just have a standard hole punch, 1/16, it doesn't really matter. And you want to punch 2 holes. So this is for your ribbon to go through. So we're just going to do one. Okay, so I have one right here, and I'm just going to put one almost right next to it. I don't need that much space. Let's see. If you're really OCD about them being completely even and all that, you could put pencil marks first, but I'm okay with that. So can you see? I have 2 holes. You see that? 2 holes. Okay, and my seam is still kind of right here going this way, but I'll make this my front. All right, then you need some ribbon. So I'm going to use the matching Tranquil Tide finely woven ribbon. It's a 1/2 inch ribbon, but it still works fine. So what you want to do is pick which way is your front. So this is my front because my seam is back here. So this is my front. And you first want to feed it through the front to the back. And I just need to get a little corner through. There we go. And then my ribbon pulls through just fine. You don't need a lot. And then go back through to the front. Okay, so let me get that through again. Okay. Just need a little bit to grab. Come on. And now I'm going to tie a bow. So actually, I'm going to cut this off because I don't do so well with the spool. Okay, so tie a bow. Hope I didn't cut that too short. I think I'll be okay though. All right. And then once you get your bow tied, then you can fuss with it a little bit to make it pretty how you want it. Come on. Get my loops. I think, actually, I know what I did wrong here. I want to go over the top. Oh my goodness. Okay. Over the top and through. I swear I did not have any trouble tying my bow a second ago when I made my sample. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay, pull these how I want them. And then trim my ends. That end looks good. I'm just going to trim this end. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do though? I'm not going to untie my bow right this second. I'll fix it off camera. But I forgot to add my candy. So before you tie your ribbon, that's when you would add your treats in there. And I actually put lemon drops in mine. They're generic lemon drops, but lemon drops. So I'm filling mine with those. You don't have to put candy in them though. This would be a cute birthday gift. You could put really anything in it. Money. I think a gift card would fit in here, but whatever you want. But anyway, I'm putting candy in mine. Then I need a little sentiment for the front. So I'm going to grab this is just a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to grab my Tranquil Tide ink. And I'm going to stamp just this cute little sentiment here from the Birthday Banners stamp set. I'm going to do the sweetest of sweets. So I've got that already right here on my G block. Ink that up. So you just want to tap, 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 tap. I don't want to rock it because I don't want to get ink around the onto my block. And I'm just going to stamp that right here. Sweetest of sweets. And it's okay if it's crooked, although the top of my S didn't stamp. So I'm going to redo that. Just flip it over. I don't know why the top of my S didn't get inked up. Try that one more time. Sweetest of... Oh, that's even worse. What am I doing wrong here? Come on, stamp. Sweetest of sweets. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my classic label punch right here. And I'm going to cut that out. It actually fits perfectly. This birthday banner stamp set right here, this actually coordinates with the bunch of banners framelits. But this sweetest of sweet fits perfectly in the classic label punch. So I'm just going to do that right like so. Line it up, punch it out. I better close my ink. All right, close up my stamp. Remember they all, or sorry, my punch, they all store flat. Can throw that away. All right, and now I'm just gonna grab a glue dot. Sweetest of sweets. Isn't that cute? That's a sweet little saying. And it goes good when you're giving a treat. And I'm gonna put that right here on the front, just right up under my bow. And there we have it. So there's this one. Here's one I did earlier. And this one actually has my candy in it. This one I did in the powder pink. Isn't that so sweet? Sweetest of sweets. Can you hear the treats in there? So I'm going to go back and fill this one with treats. But I thought these turned out really cute. And they're just something different. And you see how quick and easy that was? And all you needed was one piece of 6.5 by 4.5 designer series paper. And I guess you could do it with a 6x4 piece. Like if you really wanted to use some of our 6x6 paper, they would just be a little bit smaller. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and find me on Facebook, A to Z Stamping. Thanks guys. Bye.